Welcome to Redvee TV, supported by Chapel House Cars for the 2024 season following St Helens 23 points to 22 defeat here at the Halliwell Jones Stadium this evening. Kev, it was a real playoff game. We gave ourselves a chance, but ultimately we ballsed it up.
Yeah, you're ready for numbers on this video. You know what, I'm coming away from that absolutely gutted and also thinking, where has that first half been all season? It's probably the half of the season from us. Put us in a really good position. Yeah, conceding just before half time wasn't ideal for what happened. Then we tired in the second half and obviously brought Warrington back into it until that grandstand finish.
We were stood with someone who said, we'll drop this kick-off. Bright sunshine. Warrington probably made us play that way and we've ballsed up. First go. Yeah. Tommy, uncharacteristic error, and they've gone in the corner. And at 4-0, you think, oh my, this could be a really long evening. But then the performance came, and we put ourselves in a really good position. We go 16-4 up. You feel at that point, if we kick that last one and make it 18, they might fold. We didn't, and we let them back in.
Yeah, and even like the drop goal towards the end of the first half, it's not an ideal position to go for it. It skews off again wider right, and yeah, it's all little mistakes, little errors, little things that pretty much sum up our season.
We were so good early on. We pretty much went with the team that we said we would. I still probably would have liked to have that extra forward on the bench, given that from 60 minutes onwards, we really looked like we were knackered. I
think your issue with that is hindsight and watching the game. Jake Burns should have come on a lot earlier because Darryl Clark looked absolutely gassed. He probably should have been introduced round about 55 minutes, the hour mark. But yeah, we went with pretty much went with the team that we thought we would. Absolutely no surprises, and it's just unfortunate that because that team has started clicking, we're not a week kind of back to where we were, because we put that performance in last week against Lee. We're playing Salford at home in the playoffs. It's all ifs, buts, maybes, whatevers.
We spoke about it last season, didn't we? Just how important trying to get a home semi was last year. Just a home tie would have been for us.
Yeah, and like nothing's true. Sometimes just having that home advantage, that being able to be on your own patch and play a team, and this is based on what Salford did last night, where I don't think Salford really turned up as well as they could. Probably that week where they've rested all the players has done for them. And having to come here, we've had some success here in the past, we have, but you've got to look past that and you've got to look at how we've gone this season. I was still thinking that first half, if we're putting that together across more games, we're not in that position. Again, we go back to Cass. We go back to playing these at our place. You put that performance in when they're down to 11. You're putting points on the board. You're getting through, and you're finishing fourth rather than finishing sixth.
Not having a right centre really probably killed us again. Sione being asked to play out of position. Warrington started targeting us there, didn't we, until we switched it round?
They did, and it's what you should do. You should be looking at where you can get joy, and they got quite a bit of joy with that side. Batchelor and Sione, two second rowers next to each other, not used to probably playing next to each other like that as well. I'm not going to scapegoat people for this, but yeah, you target them, we switch it round, we try and do something a little bit differently, and obviously, well, we end up taking the tighter golden point, and it looks like it's the right decision to switch it around.
Yeah, we scored some really good tries. Like Tommy more than made up for his early error with the tries that he scored. Just ultimately, it probably sums up our season when we look disjointed and I'm throwing the ball about inside our own 20, and we've shot ourselves in the foot.
When you're tired, it must be difficult to make those decisions. But when you're throwing the ball about and it's hitting the floor and everyone's just watching it because they are trying to get the breath and watching it bounce and people are waving at it and it ends up in Warrington's hands 20 metres out, that's where they kill you on the edges. That's where they've got the speed, that's where they've got the strike. that one moment of play, I think, with the lads who are around us, including Paul, who's famous for the when KC got the sack, I think, at the Huddersfield game, he said that just sums up our season, doesn't it? It just absolutely sums up that one passage of play, just shows where we've kind of been.
It'd be easy to say, listen, Warrington weren't at their best tonight. They weren't, but do you know what? It's a playoff game. You don't need to be. It's all about getting the win and just doing enough to get the win. And listen, fair credit to Warrington. It's 16-4 down. It would have been really easy for them to fold at that point, but they stuck with it. We said on the show this week, didn't we? That basically we would need to get to at least 20 points to win. And we did. We should have got there a lot earlier and would have given us a decent lead to defend.
I think it's the being 16-10 up and not scoring the next try. We were saying next try probably goes on and wins this game, and just not getting that next try and not putting Warrington under the cosh. Absolutely right. You say they weren't at the best. They absolutely weren't. You don't need to be. All that matters is you're getting into the next round. Warrington fans might be, oh no, we played well here, we played well there. I think if Warrington play as well as he can, that game's done by half time, and they didn't. And that is probably testament to us making it a little bit more difficult for them. We've still got that defensive stability, and we'll tackle for each other all day long. Going forward, we just look better when we're throwing it about, and that's where the reset needs to come in the off-season, where you not rip everything up, but you start going, this is what we're going to do. We're going to change training this way. We're going to change how we play in this way. Our kick game, we need to vary it up. Thought Lewis Dodd had a great game tonight. His kick chase obviously was tired towards the end. I know we keep on going to that kick, but he's the one running the ball in from all sides.
But we got loads of joy from it in terms of, listen, start them off on their line. How many times did they make errors bringing it out? Yep. We'll get onto the golden point in a minute. We went away from that, and I think we lost our heads a little bit. But do you know what? 22-16 down. We stuck with it. We got a moment on the hooter. You almost felt like we should have took that kick quicker.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if he misses, it's game over. I don't know why the clock never stopped. There was about a minute 25 when he scored, and the clock never stopped. They kept running. He nails it from the touchline. You get the bounce. It's 22-all, and you go into golden point, and we shoot ourselves in the foot. A silly high tackle gives Warrington field position. Great play, I think it was Jack and someone else, get out to the kick and knock it down, and we've got the ball and we're bringing it out. We make decent meters. Johnny's miscalled it, hasn't he? He's tried to make more meters. He's got round the first man. At that point, just kick it long. You kick it long, because we're not going to score from the halfway line. That's right. And he's fed it to Percy, who's panicked. The kick should have gone earlier, and again, just made them bring it off their own line and look for that error, because they're not going to score a drop goal starting 100 metres out. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's the tightness that comes in, but you're right. It's the wrong call. It's almost.
You almost think as Johnny thought, you know what? Let's go for the try and just win it that way.
Possibly,
because we had the number.
But we don't do that, do we? As a team this year, we've not really done that. A moment for Mark Percival's conversion for a start. I mean, absolute nerves of steel, putting that over from the obviously cleared everything out of his head and put it over. But yeah, and it's a shame that he'll probably be now thinking about skewing the ball out. Should the ball be finding him? Probably not. Will he wish that he'd done that? Absolutely. Done it better? Absolutely. We go away disappointed. There's green shoots again there. There's hope there.
We've never been as bad as people were trying to make out, but there is a lot we need to fix up for next year.
Absolutely loads.
Listen, I'm sure we're going to do some proper review shows, sadly.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Because there's a lot to talk about, a lot of topics we'll delve deeper into. But ultimately, we gave ourselves a chance. It wasn't our night. It is what it is.
It is, yeah. That'll do. I think we might as well call it there.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we'll catch you during the week for another episode of Redvee TV. Catch you soon.